Ron is a good friend of mine who is really an impressive background. 1958 Naval Academy graduate, 30 years in the U.S. Navy. He was served with distinction as a captain in the U.S. Navy during the Vietnam War, went on to a successful nonprofit career, and is an extremely dedicated fighter for human rights, civil rights, and the country that he was raised to love in rural Tennessee and on through his successful career. Ron has a number of groups that he started, basically pro bono. One is We the People, and this congressional race really needs to fit inside, I think, the overall fabric of his fight for peace, fight for human rights, and fight for We the People. So let's bring Ron up, and maybe we have some questions for him as well. Ron, thanks for joining us today.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, and we really appreciate you getting this all together, and I really enjoyed your remarks there. Fantastic. We need more candidates like you. Matter of fact, the motto of our party is more candidates, less apathy, more trains, less traffic, and fiscally responsible, fiscally and socially responsible. I just want to very quickly mention all this on my website, it's wethepeoplenow.org, but it's about making the elections about issues. And I told this to someone, and he said, "Boy, that's a novel idea. You've done that in your race, obviously." But anyway, it's making the issues, make the elections about issues. And I won't bore you. You got a copy of this, but I'll just say that we're spending a lot of money on our military industrial complex. We need to really reduce that. And so we need that money to go to jobs and education, et cetera. And I believe we also need all that talent. That talent we got in the Pentagon to come out and really help with the CCC and the WPA. So I think we ought to bring all the troops and government contractors home from out of Iraq. If we need it, we could get a United Nations force in there, and they could go to college or go to the National Guard, and mainly be center of a WPA and a CCC, and working with the local businesses and not interfering with normal employment, really get some things done. Our structure's really falling down, and we need to work on that. Our population is growing, so we do need to get our structure working, and there's just all kinds of things: underground cables, sewage systems, water systems, interstate. And mainly, we need to build about 100,000 miles of train, 100 miles train. And that's where the defense contractors come in. We convert those contracts immediately over to, instead of building bomber aircraft, build firefighting aircraft, build railroads, build trains, just all kinds of things. And this would also be a very therapeutic. And the idea, we're in the same position just about as we were. Not hardly as bad, but it could get really worse if we don't do something, as we were in the 30s. And then just literally in months, they had 250,000 people hired. We could put a million people to work. We could put 2.6 million people to work in healthcare. We really should get healthcare for all. That would simplify a lot of things, make volume buys, pay doctors by the hour. We need to get this Wall Street outfit squared away. I think we do that by enacting a Tobin tax, a sales tax. We pay sales tax on everything. Let them pay sales tax on these stock transactions. Freeze all these foreclosures. Massive fraud is involved in that. They've tricked the public into buying houses they couldn't afford. And we need to freeze those foreclosures and evictions for at least 5 years. And keep up with the money, who owes what, but basically do that. There's dozens of other things on my website, wethepeoplenow.org. A couple of others is, of course, provide comprehensive Medicare for all. for all. And they're doing that in other countries. It is way less expensive. Volume buys of pills, we can get them for 1/10 the price. Volume buys of everything, the gauze, aspirin, the whole business. And then that would put the manufacturers working, they know what they can do. Modern comprehensive transportation system, rail-based, reform and reorganize Congress, protect civil rights and enforce law. It goes on, but these are the things I think should start. Same things you talked about today. We should be talking about those. It's hard to get them. The wars are just not an issue. And the Medicare and those two bills they passed that we really do need some reworking. And so I'm looking forward to next week. And I'm not just working on this for this campaign. It's irrelevant. I think that's the same with you. I'm very happy to work with you on getting this stuff done. And thank you very much for arranging this, Andrew. I do appreciate this opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you.